Alright, my friends, so I think it's time for us to go ahead and organize our code. So what I will do in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how we can create separate component for each course that you can see here on the screen. Now, why we are gonna do this? Well, there is no real clear answer here up to this point, because if I told you, then here we are gonna keep our code organized and this kind of stuff, that even won't be a very good answer to this question, because our code up to this point is only 30 lines of code and we can read it easily. But I want you to follow me in this practice, okay? And later on you will find yourself, whenever you are gonna write a loop, or when you ever get, let's say you have an array of objects, you will find yourself that you are going to go ahead to create two components immediately, and the first one will hold the list, the second one will hold each item individually. Okay, now I promise you that will make a lot of sense later on. For the time being, let's go ahead and extract a reusable component for each course that you can see right here. So the course starts from here all the way to here, right? So this area right here has to be in a separate component. So what I will do here inside my components folder, so let me just close this kind of stuff because we do not need them. Here inside my components folder, I'm going to right click and choose a new folder. I'm just going to call it CourseItem. Feel free to call it, for example, course or anything item whatsoever. In my case, I'm just going to go with CourseItem. I'm going to right click inside my CourseItem folder, choose a new file. Let's call it CourseItem.js. This is the name that we are going to go with. And here I'm going to create a functional component. So I'm going to type imr, then sfc. Okay, so stateless functional component. Here I'm just going to call it CourseItem. All right, and that's it. Now for the markup here, that what we want to do, we want to go back to our course list here and take out from this div right here that has the class of course. I'm going to take the content of that specific div. Okay, I'm going to cut it, going back to our CourseItem. I'm gonna paste it right here. So as you can see, we have extract the, let's say, the code for this course here in separate file. Now we have to go back right here and use it. All right. So here, if you already know about ES6 and the map, then when you are gonna return one line, in this case I'm gonna return only one line, so I can optionally delete these parentheses, so this one and this one. So this is the opening and this is the closing, one of these two. So I'm gonna close or delete this first one. I'm gonna go back all the way to here. All right, so in one line I'm gonna return a CourseItem component for each iteration inside our map. So we are mapping through our courses array, and for each course in this specific array, or for each object in this array, we are going to return a CourseItem component. So for each item, for each object that we have it right here, we are going to return a CourseItem component. Now here, since we are returning a CourseItem component, this component we are going to return 5 CourseItem components. Why is that? Because we have 5 objects inside our array, right? But imagine if we have 6, 7, 30, I don't know the number exactly, but any number that we have it inside our array, then that will be the number of the CourseItem that we are going to return. All right. Now here, since we are gonna return more than one component, that's why we need to give it the key. The key, it's like a unique identifier for each CourseItem that will be returned. And in this case, I can specify any value. In my case, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the ID from our course right here. This course right here will has the ID property for each course, and I'm gonna use it as my unique identifier. Now, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we have returned a course item component for each course that we have it inside our array, but we have a lot of issues that we want to fix. That will be our topic in the next video. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the props and how we can solve our problem. So see you in that one.